All right, here at the house with the girlfriend, doing a slightly different video than normal, but we are going to change the headlights on her Yukon. She has been complaining about how dim they are, so we got some LED ones in. We actually had a nice company send them. So we're gonna take a look at them, and then we're gonna get them swapped out. Laura, what was your complaint?
My headlights are too dark. Can't see squat.
All right, here we are. The company is Rim Thin. We got some H11s for her 2015 Yukon. Dang, those are nice. Listen to it. 4 bulbs. Come on. So we got high beams and low beams.
Yay!
Woo, woo, woo. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go real quick. We're going to take a spin down a dark road. I'm going to show you a little first-person view of what it looks like with the current headlights in it. Then I will show you how to change the headlight bulbs on a 2015 Yukon, which is the same as like Tahoes, Escalades. The Escalades are actually slightly different, but they're basically the same thing. And I'll have the year range in the title, you know, but we're gonna get to it. She's excited.
Yay.
We'll see what she thinks whenever they're in. But we'll put them in tomorrow in the daylight so you can see how to do it. All right, y'all, here I am sitting in the office putting this video together. The bit where I talked about the headlights that we got sent had some camera malfunctions and some words out on it, so we're going to go ahead and restart this. This company, Rim Thin, these headlights turned out to be fantastic. She loves them. They're much brighter. If you want the high beam, low beam pair, it is the H11 plus 9005 combo pack. I would say look up your state laws. I don't know what other states are, but in Texas, 6,000K light is legal, and that is exactly what these are. It's 6,000K, so they are legal LED headlights to swap. But yeah, they are fantastic. They actually gave me a promo code, so I will put that on the screen now and in the description below, as well as Amazon links to their headlights. They are offered on Amazon as well if you'd like to order them, and then you got the safety net of Amazon to send them back if you don't like them. But that will all be in the description below. Also coming up, we're about to show you the drive down a dark driveway. I'm going to put the LEDs right after it so you can see those, and just if you're trying to make a decision, then we will roll in to actually changing the headlights. But hope you enjoy. Sorry I had to cut this in, but here we go on the drive. All right, here we are. We're going to pull down this nice dark driveway once this gate finishes opening. Give you a good view, and then we will drive the same path once the LEDs are in. The brights are pretty good. I'm gonna say, I think you might be a little overboard on how much you dislike these. They're not that bad.
They're horrible.
What do you think?
They're so much brighter. They look great. Let's see what the bright lights look like. Wow.
I'm not sure how well the camera picks it up, but it is drastically different.
Much brighter.
All right, here we are going right into this headlight bulb install. So like I said, we're doing these awesome LEDs from Rim Thin. I'm gonna give them all the credit I can here. But even if you're just doing regular bulbs, that's how you do it. So we're gonna start on the driver's side. This is the easy side. If you come in here, right here on the back side, you will see these little caps. We will take our hand, if I can get a good shot of this, we're gonna grab it and just twist it to the left and pop it out. Just like that. Now you can see the bulb into the headlight right there. So we need to unplug this, which has a squeeze depressor, and then you just pull down. I think I'm gonna actually remove the headlight first, so it's gonna rotate the same way the cap did. And then we can fish it out of there, and there is enough slack to be able to disengage the plug here. So unfortunately I don't think I can get you a good shot, but we are gonna be squeezing this tab right here and unplugging it, but it's gonna take me 2 hands to do. Let me get you over here. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Just like that, bulb is out. All right, this is something I got lucky on the first side. I didn't even catch it, so I'm gonna splice it in at the beginning here. Do make sure you pay attention. So if you're doing high beams and low beams, they are two different styles. So you'll see how these have the tabs on the exterior side here like this. The plug is also slightly different, and these have the tabs built lower. So this is your upper headlight, which is the low beam, and this is the high beam on the bottom side. So this plug has the squeeze depressor, and the plug on the bottom has the lift tab that releases. So just make sure you look. This one that's protruded upwards with the tabs, that is the low beam on the top. And this one that is built down on the flat on the bottom, that is for the low beam on the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead, it's as simple as plugging this puppy back in and then insert and twist. So when you get it in, you're gonna try and get these 3 tabs. You'll see these 3 tabs here. One of the tabs is slightly wider. In our case, it's that one, right? So you're gonna line that up with the wide spot there and press it in flush, and then rotate this direction. Plug it back in, just presses right on in there, and we will gently slide it in till it clicks flush and twist it down just like that, and then just kind of, you know, feel it and make sure it's smooth. If you get 2 tabs in and one of them's out, it'll be cattywampus, but you can feel it very, very easily. So we're gonna go ahead and put our little cap back on here. It also has some little channels that it will fall into. So you just kind of twist it around until it lays flush and then twist it that way. So now we're gonna do this lower one right down here. Just like that. And it's the same deal. You just twist it in the counterclockwise and pull it out. Unplug it, we'll put the new one, plug the new one in, put it in, twist it clockwise. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that one out real quick. Then I'll show you on that side, we're gonna have to pull out the air box and a couple other things to get to it. All right, it's getting dark on me quick out here, but I found a flashlight, a walkie light in the truck, so that's good. On this side over here, we need to pull out this air box, and to get that out, we got to get this crossbar out here. And you can see down in this little hole right there, there's our upper cap. So we're going to pull out this entire airbox assembly from right here. You're going to need a 10mm with an extension. There's a 10mm bolt here, and then there's one under this plastic cowl right there. If you have a wrench, you can get in underneath this thing, take that out, pop it out. If you don't, you can either bend it back, which is what I'm going to do. If you don't want to risk it, pull out all of your push pins across this puppy, and then this thing will just lift right off and expose the 10mm underneath it. Also, I apologize about this lighting. So I just flex it up just like that. Like I said, that is a risky maneuver, but if I have to get her a new cover piece, I will. And there we go. We got our little safety bar out of there. With this crossbar out, we need to take the top of this airbox off, which is a Phillips screw or an 8mm. There's one there, a third one down yonder, and none on this corner. So we got 3 of them. And we need to unplug this mass airflow sensor. So in order to do that, you need to work this red tab up like that, owie, and then squeeze and release. And then this push pin is into the airbox down here, so you'll need to remove that. And then we have a flathead or an 8mm here that needs to be loosened because this whole top cover is coming off together. All right, here we are. All 3 fasteners are out. Our clamp is loosened. Our plug is unplugged. Now we can just flip this up and work it right off of this boot over here. And we'll just set this to the side. Now we can take our air filter out and we'll set that up here. Now let's look for any fasteners down here. It looks like this thing actually just presses into rubber grommets. So you can take this out as an assembly if you want. You just pop it up. I really thought some of them have 10 mils in them depending on the year. But we can slide this puppy all the way out just like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you expose the 2 points for your headlights down here. It looks like there's a little mat here, so we'll need to undo this push pin. We'll need to undo this upper push pin here and this one up here. Then we can fold this down and get access to our headlights. Okay, pro tip. So I got the first push pin out. I don't have my push pin removal tool, which I will have a link to that in the description with the headlights because it's so nice. Don't drop your screwdriver because it will fall all the way down and get stuck underneath the shield in the bottom. And if your arms are as big as mine, they can't fit through this tray. So I'm gonna go get the girlfriend and see if she can reach it. Then we're on to the next push pin, which without a removal tool, I did figure out if you use a flat head, you can use a fork and come in right there with the fork tines to get this puppy out. Hey, she got on the step stool and reached it. All right, so check it out. So if you don't have the proper equipment, you're trying to just get it done, use a flat head. I'm pretty sure I have this camera at a weird angle, but bear with me. And then you can take a fork and stick the splines of the fork down in there and pop it out just like that. Ha ha ha! Improvise, adapt, and overcome, people. And then I just use the plastic to get the push pin pulled out the rest of the way. There we go. Now we have access to both headlight things. It looks like there's some push pins here on this cable also holding it back. That's gonna be a problem, so we'll pull these out just like that. Now we can get to both of them nice and easy. And it is the same as the other side at this point. You will just twist that cap off, twist the bulbs out, unplug them, plug the new ones in, twist them in, and then do everything in reverse order to put it back together. So, all right, here we are, all back together. It goes together a lot easier than it comes apart. So you just press this bottom part back in, make sure you get it lined up with the fender over there, and then air filter, cover, plug, bar, bam. Let's go see what they look like, make sure they work. Hey, we got headlights. There's one, and there's two. All right, now we just gotta go drive it on that same drive and see what the difference looks like. All right, here we are, new LED headlights. What do you think?
They're so much brighter. They look great. Let's see what the bright lights look like. Wow.
I'm not sure how well the camera picks it up, but it is drastically different.
Much brighter. Regular.
All right, mission accomplished. So if this video helped you out, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more.